Hello everyone. Today I will tell you a story. The story is titled, A Day Out, Going to the Pet Store with Lou. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you appreciate me. You can skip this if you don't like this video. Thank you very much. The story begins as follows. This morning felt different, brighter, lighter, and filled with a tiny spark of excitement that only one special little creature in my house could sense. As soon as I picked up my keys and slipped on my shoes, Lou's ears perked up like two fluffy radar dishes. He tilted his head, eyes wide, tail already swishing. He knew something was happening, even if he didn't know exactly what. "Lou," I whispered dramatically, "we're going to the pet store today." Instant explosion. Lou spun in circles, tapped his paws on the floor, and wagged his tail so fast it could have powered a small fan. It was as if I had just announced the biggest event of the year. For him, it probably was. The moment we stepped outside, Lou strutted forward like a celebrity dog heading to a red carpet event. Nose twitching at every smell, head turning every few seconds as if the world kept offering him brand new surprises. He hopped into the car with a majestic little bounce, then sat upright in the passenger seat as if he were my co-pilot for the day. As the car engine started, Lou placed one paw gently on my arm, something he only does when he's ridiculously happy. I rolled down the window, and he leaned forward slightly, letting the morning breeze run through his fur. His eyes sparkled in a way that made me laugh out loud. This wasn't just an errand. This was Lou's field trip. On the drive, he kept glancing at me and then at the road, as though making sure I was heading in the right direction. It felt like I had a little furry supervisor checking my navigation skills. And honestly, I didn't mind at all. With Lou beside me, even something as simple as going to the pet store felt like a small adventure waiting to unfold. By the time we arrived, Lou's body was wiggling from excitement. He hopped out, gave a happy bark, and looked up at the store sign like he could already imagine all the toys, snacks, and smells waiting inside. I swear, that dog walked through the automatic doors with more confidence than I've ever had in my life. And just like that, our pet store adventure officially began. The moment we stepped into the pet store, Lou froze, overwhelmed in the best way possible. His nose twitched at least 10 times per second. If he were a cartoon, you would have seen little smell waves drifting into his nostrils and lifting him into the air. We started with the toy aisle, which instantly became Lou's personal Disneyland. Soft toys, squeaky toys, rope toys, bouncy balls. He wanted everything. He pawed at a bright yellow duck, sniffed a squeaky donut, and even stuck his head into a shelf just to investigate a plush shark. When he accidentally triggered the squeaker with his cheek, he jumped backward and then barked at the toy in a playful, "I'm not scared. You are," kind of way. I picked up a cute blue bone-shaped toy and squeaked it once. Lou froze. His eyes widened. Then he launched himself upward like a tiny rocket and tried to grab it from my hand. The nearby customers giggled, and one person even said, "He's so cute." Lou puffed out his chest proudly as if he understood every word. Next stop, the treat section. If the toy aisle was Disneyland, the treat aisle was heaven itself. Lou sniffed every bag like a gourmet chef evaluating ingredients. When he found a pack of chicken jerky, he sat down politely, staring at it with the most manipulative puppy eyes I have ever seen. I gave in instantly. How could I not? We roamed through the grooming area too. Lou inspected every shampoo bottle as if choosing perfume for a special event. Then he got distracted by a mirror and stared at his own reflection, tilting his head left and right. Maybe he thought there was another dog. Maybe he thought he looked handsome. Either way, it was adorable. Before leaving, we stopped by the weighing station, a little digital scale for pets. I lifted him onto it, and he stood proudly like a champion athlete getting his stats measured. The screen blinked, and Lou looked at me as if asking, "Am I doing good? Am I healthy?" I gave him a pat on the head. "Yes, buddy. You're perfect." With toys, treats, and a still wiggling dog beside me, we finally walked toward the checkout. Lou, of course, had to greet every human we passed, tail wagging, eyes shining, ready to offer friendship to the entire world. The cashier even gave him a complimentary biscuit, which he accepted with the elegance of a tiny king. When we left the store, Lou trotted out with a level of pride I usually see in dogs that win competitions. He wasn't just carrying a new toy home. He was carrying an experience, a wonderful day, full of smells, fun, and love. In the car ride home, Lou curled up in the passenger seat with his new toy tucked between his paws. The excitement from earlier had faded into a warm, peaceful kind of happiness. Every now and then, he looked up at me with soft eyes, almost as if he was saying today was a good day. Watching him enjoy something so simple reminded me of how easy it is to overlook little joys in our busy lives. A short trip, a new experience, or even just spending time with someone we love can turn an ordinary day into something memorable. Lou didn't need anything fancy, just attention, presence, and a moment shared together. From this little adventure, I realized something important. Happiness often hides in the smallest things. In a world where we rush from task to task, it's easy to forget to slow down and appreciate what's right in front of us. But Lou reminded me that joy can be found in a simple outing, a familiar smell, a wagging tail, or a warm seat beside someone who cares. So here's my advice for real life. Take time for small adventures. Appreciate ordinary moments. Celebrate tiny wins. And above all, cherish the connections that make your days brighter, even if that connection comes with four paws and a wagging tail.